So let us know. Okay, so you're on Access TV now. Okay.
Correct.
Is New Japan still on?
We're not just on it, Glenn. We own it.
Oh, you own it. You own Access. Okay.
Remember when in ECW I famously, and I was the heel of the year that year as well, 2000, where I did the network gimmick. Well, the network gimmick is no longer a gimmick. The gimmick is a shoot. So there you go. So please continue.
Let me ask you this. And this is some rumors of these are things that are going around these days and stuff, the rumors and stuff. What is the, because I want to talk about this and if this is possibly led into the acquisition. What is Impact's relationship with New Japan Wrestling now? Okay, because correct me if I'm wrong. Was the New Japan relationship with Impact sour because of the way Okada? Is that a shoot that they were still butthurt from the way that Okada was treated years ago?
My understanding is that that was a very bad situation, and I think there was some real feelings hurt about that. What I think has been something that we've tried to do is to establish that no one that was there for that is still with the company.
Right.
People that were let go. But, Japan is its own thing, and they didn't necessarily know that. I mean, the good news is that, as New Japan has honored me with a statue in downtown Osaka.
Wait a second. Time out. Do you have any visual evidence of this?
Pardon me? Well, they don't let the public see it. It's like a shrine.
It's like
because
a private show. I've been there. Beautiful.
They say that my commentary. Look, when Kevin Kelly started doing commentary there with Steve Corino, they were universally thought of as the worst team in the history of professional wrestling. I work with Kevin. All of a sudden, we're the best team in professional wrestling. So the Japanese people, not just the company, the people of Japan have stated that I am personally responsible for New Japan's success outside of Japan. That my voice has brought Japanese wrestling to the rest of the globe. So that relationship is strong because you know what they call me there?
The Golden Voice.
Emperor Don, because of what I did for the company. The Emperor.
Interesting. Well, let me tell you this. Creatively speaking, because I'm so good at running my mouth and getting people pissed off, especially like guys like your buddy Jericho's hired goon, Paul Lazenby.
Lazenby.
Okay, whatever his name is. Do you see if a New Japan relationship with Impact comes to fruition in the future, could you see a possible angle between myself and Minoru Suzuki?
That's the first thing I want to book, actually. And
Why is that?
Because I've had some conversations. As you know, Conan, I'm fluent in 17 languages. One of which is Japanese. And I've had many conversations when I do my workouts with Minoru because I like to teach him the odd submission hold that he doesn't already know. I've had many conversations with him about, he said, Don-san. He calls me Emperor Don, I tell him not to. So he just calls me Don-san. He says, Don-san, my goal in professional wrestling is to crush a loudmouth American. And I said, I think we can make that happen. I have just the guy. Can you imagine the heat, Glenn, if we booked that properly? I mean, you would end up getting murdered at the end of it. However,
when I tap him out, the place will just, they'll litter the ring with garbage. Probably. We'll get the other.
I don't recall you having any submission holds.
No, I do that. I do a reverse figure four. Remember back in WCW when I had this cheat sheet? That was
his entrance was a submission hold on the public. But I would say that I would love for him to be fighting Suzuki, put him in some sort of submission hold, and Shibata to make an unannounced run-in, and Shibata headbutt him like he did Okada.
Well, I hope that Shibata wouldn't do that, although I think Glenn's head is pretty soft, so I think it'd be probably okay. Maybe he could.
What if he matched head with KG?
Well, I don't. How could you miss that head? That's like the side of a building.